Hello, and in this IELTS speaking video I'm going to look at the part 1 topic of water. How often do you drink water? Not as much as I should, to be perfectly honest. I think the recommended daily allowance is roughly 3 litres, but I'm guessing I drink about 2 litres at most. I suffer from a lot of headaches, and it's probably because I'm dehydrated. So in this answer I'm using, to be perfectly honest, try to keep using this discourse marker because it's a useful one and it's more complex than to be honest. The recommended daily allowance, or the RDA as it's sometimes called, is how much of something you should have each day. So there is a recommended daily allowance for water, for protein, for fat, for sugar, etc. So it's useful for IELTS writing if you're writing about obesity or something like that, or diet. You can talk about the recommended daily allowance. Roughly, very good word for about. I'm guessing I try to use this instead of using I think because it sounds more natural and it's a bit more complex than I think. I drink about 2 litres at most, so this is like saying the most I drink is 2 litres at most. And dehydrated is how you feel when you have not drunk enough water. So if you start to get headaches, it's often a sign of dehydration. If you are hydrated, you have enough water. Dehydrated, you have not drunk enough water. What kinds of water do you like to drink? I'm not fussy and I'll drink anything, but if I had a choice, I'd pick sparkling water because I find it more refreshing. So there are different types of water. So maybe you prefer still water. This is water without bubbles. Sparkling water, this is water with bubbles in it, sometimes called carbonated water. And tap water is water that just comes from the tap. Fussy, this is like a child, but you can also use it to describe an adult. Fussy means you're very hard to please and you don't like certain things. So if you're not fussy, you will have everything. And here I've used the second conditional to extend the grammatical range. If I had a choice, I'd pick. Pick means to choose. So just by including that, it adds to the grammatical range and will impress the IELTS examiner. So think about the different types of water: still water, sparkling water, tap water. These are all important words for this topic. Refreshing means it makes you feel less hot and it makes you feel cooler. And personally, I find sparkling water more refreshing. And the last question they may ask you on this topic: do you drink bottled water or water from water coolers? If I'm at home, I tend to drink tap water, but if I am out and about, I usually have bottled water. If I am somewhere where they have a water cooler, I'll use that. I'm not picky as long as it is clean water. So look at I tend to drink. This is a verb I like to use a lot because not many IELTS candidates use it. And when we use tend to plus the infinitive, I tend to do, I tend to have, I tend to like, it's like saying I usually drink. So I tend to drink tap water. Comes from the tap. If I'm out and about, this is just a way of saying if I'm out, but it makes it a little bit more complex. If I'm out and about, I usually have bottled water, but I will drink from a water cooler. And there you've got the picture of the water cooler. I'm not picky. This is another word for fussy. Fussy, picky. So very useful words for talking about food topics as well. So easy questions really, but difficult to answer if you don't have the specific vocabulary such as still water, sparkling water, tap water, water cooler, these kinds of words, and remember to put some grammar in there, such as the second conditional. Thank you for watching.